What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Primetime Movie Network. I am Primetime James Thomas coming at you with another video, and I had just finished watching the series finale, not series, season finale. Oh shit! For some, you could might as well call it the series finale because man, oh man, what's coming next? Oh boy! But yes, the season one finale of the hit television show The Last of Us happened tonight. And before I get to that, my overall thoughts on the series as a whole. Now, for those who may not know, I own The Last of Us video game. I've played it, at least I went through at least two or three times, within the past decade. It's crazy. It's been 10 years since the very first release of The Last of Us. Goddamn, I'm getting old. But I love the game. I think it's an amazing game. Has it gotten a little overrated as the years went on? Absolutely. Just a little bit. But the game, the story, the emotion, just everything about that film is just a home run. It's just a home run with this game. You fall in love with Ellie, you fall in love with Joel. You're terrified of this new breed of infected, which is a nice little. There's zombies with a nice little twist, nice little spin on it to make it different, which I liked. Um, the situation with Sam and Henry, Bill's character, Tessa's character, Marlene's character, the story of Joel, where we first meet him, he's just this hardened survivor, who was still, who's still not over the death of his daughter. And he has this new woman, new lady, and Ellie, which causes him to finally open up and to become his opportunity to become a human once again. But yet he makes a decision at the end of the game where this very day is debated whether or not he made the right choice or not. So if you haven't played the game, I would definitely give it a try, especially with this with the remake version that's out now, and with the enhanced graphics. Definitely check it out. Now, as far as the TV series goes, I could say that out of 5 stars, I could give it a 4. I thought what they've done with this TV series was really damn good. Was really damn good. If you are a fan of the game, it checked all the boxes. It checked all the boxes. And if you have never played the game, if you never heard of this property before, and you're just a new person and just a casual coming in, I'm pretty sure you're just gonna love the show just off the relationship of Joel and Ellie alone, which is the heart and soul of the game. So I really, really enjoyed what they did. Pedro Pascal as Joel, all throughout the season one has been great, absolutely great. I bought him as Joel. They definitely did kind of tone down just how ruthless and violent Joel truly is, which I get. Like you're trying to, stretch like a damn near fucking 16-hour and some change video game into like 9 1-hour episodes, so you can't show everything. Even though we get little spurts, we get little moments like this episode, the last episode with the interrogation of how and the word of mouth of how dangerous Joel really is. They did tone it down for the sake of the show. Um, Even so much that people were saying that Joel became soft. I never really bought into that. I knew what they were doing, but Pedro Pascal as Joel was great. Bella Ramsey as Ellie, I will say I was critical. I was critical. It took me a while for me to warm up to her. Um, One, because she doesn't look anywhere near like Ellie, and sometimes she didn't act like Ellie. Like sometimes she kind of was a little too bitchy for my taste. Like the within those first couple episodes, I was kind of like, I kind of really don't care about you right now. I don't. I think it was the episode where it was the episode when we meet. No, I think it was the episode when we see them going into Kansas City and the whole situation where we see her with the joke book and we finally see we get to meet Sam and Henry. I think it was around those two episodes where I was warming up to her. I'm like, okay, now I see her as Ellie. Now I see Ellie. Took a couple episodes, but we got there. Um, Now the biggest complaint that a lot of people have, and I can agree, was that it got the emotion down. It got it definitely caught you in the feels, but there was not enough infected. Like we saw the infected in the first episode, in the second episode with the clickers, and the last time we truly saw the infected in its full glory was that amazing scene in episode five, I want to say five, six, where we see the infected from the underground bursting out like the demons from hell. Where we got the bloater and all that stuff, and and a lot of fans want to see more of that. And I get sometimes you can't make the episode. It's not about the zombies whatsoever. It's about the people and all that. So I totally get that. But sooner or later, we need our fix, man. We need our fix every now and then, man. So hopefully by season two, they kind of up you know the ante when it comes to the infected, especially with Last of Us Part Two, where there are some new monsters, new zombies like the Shambler. But that's gonna be crazy in that live action. Shambler fucking creeped me the hell out. But hopefully we get to see more of the infected in season two, which by the way will happen. But yeah, episode nine, the very last episode of The Last of Us was really good. It basically just followed beat for beat of the last act of the video game with Ellie and Joel seeing the giraffe. Joel, trying to change Ellie's mind about this whole Firefly thing, but Ellie wants to go through with it. Joel talk about how Ellie reminds her of Sarah, all that stuff, how much they would have been friends. Really, really wholesome moment. And the scene when Marlene tells Joel, basically, that for us to get this girl, we're gonna have to kill her, pretty much during surgery. And then Joel makes that choice and said, fuck saving humanity, fuck finding a cure. I'm not going to lose pretty much my daughter again. I'm not going to go through that again. And I like how they added the whole Joel was contemplating deleting himself after Sarah died. And Ellie said, time heals all wounds. And I think Joel said something along the line it wasn't the time that healed me. It's basically implying that it was Ellie that healed him, pretty much. So it adds another layer to how much Ellie means to Joel. And yeah, and it's beat for beat. The massacre scene when he's going through the hospital, Terminator style, trying to get to Ellie. Even though it was done better in the game, with the flashing lights and the alarms, and it seemed like everybody everywhere was coming out to try to stop Joel from taking Ellie out the hospital. It was done better in the game, but it was still a great scene, great moment. Joel killing Marlena, and Joel lying. He's lying when Ellie confronts him about how tell me what you said with about the Fireflies was true, and he doubles down and said, "I swear." And you get that scene with Ellie hesitating, maybe deep down knows Joel is lying, but she still accepts it, and she just says, "Okay." End credits, and that's the end. It's beat for beat like the game, which I appreciated. I appreciate the fact they stuck to the source material. They didn't change too much stuff. They made small changes, but nothing that could offend, hardcore fans. When Joel kills the doctor, I cringed. Hardcore Last of Us fans, I'm sure y'all cringed too. The moment season 2 was announced, deep down, a lot of us fans were like, oh no, here we go. Because we know, for those that are in the know, we know what's coming and we know who is coming. And I pray that Neil Druckmann and the creative members of this team, I hope to God they learned from what they did 2 years ago and they try to come up with a better story. I hope. Because for those that know, what they did in Last of Us Part 2 did not go over very well with the fan base. So much so that it literally started a rift between Naughty Dog and the Last of Us fan base. Which I still think that's still broken to this very day. So, hopefully by season 2, they do, because the show has proven that they're not afraid, for the most part, to switch things around, to kind of, change things up. But man, for whatever's coming, I hope they make the decision to, instead of doing lists, let's do it like this. You know what I mean? Just to satisfy the fans and to satisfy the newer fans that they've brought in. But we will see with Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog. You never know. But as far as season 1 goes, I'm going to give it a strong A. It is a solid A show. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely check it out. Really good season 1. Shout out to Pedro Pascal. Shout out to Bella Ramsey, Ellie, and Joel. Shout out to the cast. By the way, shout out to Ashley Johnson, who played Ellie's mother. And I thought how symbolic that was. You got Ellie, the voice of Ellie of the video game, giving birth to the live action version of Ellie. I thought that was really, really dope how they did that. Shout out to Troy Baker, who made an appearance as one of David's henchmen. Shout out to the dude, I can't think of his name, but dude that played the voice Tommy in the game that was in the show as well. Kind of fucked up that they all died, but it was really, really cool to see them take part of this TV show, and all 3 played pivotal parts of the first game. So, yeah, man. So, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Those are my thoughts on Last of Us Season 1. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. How'd y'all feel about The Last of Us? How'd y'all feel about Season 1? Are y'all nervous and scared for who is coming and what's going to come later on? If they are going to go that route, let me know in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I am going to get out of here. Everyone have a good night. Have a good day. Peace.